All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings unto the elect of Yahshua, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations unto you, Akim, out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth. Looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon, also known as America today. And I just wanted to do a real quick lesson. I had a bunch of precepts, but I kind of condensed it. But I'm pretty much going to get straight into it. So, what is that? I forget the page name, but there's this page. I think it's called Economic Economy or something like that on YouTube. Let me double check. Oh yeah, Epic Economists. And they kind of go into the economy and things that's going on. And they had a video pretty much going into like 15 retail stores that was closing down. Not closing down, but 15 retail locations, I would say, that was closing down. And you had, companies of Disney, GameStop, Best Buy, Microsoft, Walgreens, CVS, Chipotle, Gap, Sally Beauty Supply, even McDonald's, different things of that nature. And a lot of them, well, I ain't gonna say a whole lot. I would say a good number of them was speaking of going digital, and going more towards being, doing online, because some can't keep employees within the stores to work. Some just can't get business, period, not like they used to, like far as what it was. I think it was Sally Beauty Supply. They plan on closing like 350 locations by the end of the year because they sales then dropped by like 20 million, so, and it all goes back to that pandemic, which affected a lot of these companies because it affected a lot of consumers. All right. Because there's inflation hitting, and like I said it in I think my last video. You'll take $50 to the store. You might come out with like 4 or 5 bags. Well, that didn't condense to like 1 bag pretty much because of the rising of food and shoot, you got to worry about gas fluctuating as well. So you pretty much got to pick between living that life that you once have or sticking with your necessities, man. And hey, like it tells you in Second Ezra's, like it tells you in Second Ezra's, 1 second. Second Ezra's 16, and I'll start at 40. It says, "Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." All right. So a pilgrim is on the go pretty much. Okay. Let me grab the etymology on it. It says a person traveling to a holy place, as spiritual, as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. It says a traveler, kind of breaks down to the word from abroad or beyond. Let me see, a foreigner, stranger, foreigner resident. So you're not like there. You're not locked in pretty much. You kind of like a nomad in a sense, maybe even a little bit less than that. All right. So you're not setting any roots anywhere. OK, you're not getting comfortable in a sense. And as the Lord said, that's to his people, be as pilgrims, don't really expect the life that, we once had in the sense of. And of course, us in the know through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, we know these things are coming, but for those that are, who are new to this, as well as, us that are in the know, hey, because we got to make it through Jacob's trouble too. And that's part of trusting in YAHAWASHI. You might not be able to, get that bottle of Patron. You might have to get a little bottle of Jose Cuervo or something. All right. But, different brothers will have different expenses. Okay, and different brothers will go through different things, but at the end of the day, it's things that we all can handle. All right, but we still got to be as pilgrims and don't be expecting, you know, 5 years in this place, 10 more years in this place. No, you had that mindset of a pilgrim, like this thing can go, you know. It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose, and he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. So is it saying if you got a business, leave it, or if you got a house, sell it, or if you sell merchandise, stop selling? Like, no, just don't be locked into these things, man. All right. Even the jobs are like the jobs that we're working at. OK, they can start doing layoffs, because that's another thing that you have going on, you know, is mass layoffs with dealing with Twitter and Netflix and Meta and Amazon. You know, there's let me see, because I had another article, too. All right. This is from Insider. Oh, businessinsider.com, and it's dated November 26th. It says Amazon will reportedly lay off 10,000 workers. Here are the other major U.S. companies that may have made cuts so far, from Meta to Twitter. I just really want to get the first little bit of it. It says Amazon is the latest major tech firm to slash its headcount in 2022. The e-commerce giant plans to lay off as many as 10,000 workers across divisions, including devices, retail, and human resources, the New York Times first reported. Layoffs have already begun, and the CEO, Andy Jassy, said in a note to employees that they'll extend into next year. So there's a furniture company down in Mississippi that it went into effect November 21st. I think they laid off like 1,000 workers, if I'm not mistaken. That's right before the holidays, you know. So, hey, them people going to have to choose. Am I about to go buy this turkey and do all of this and that? Or am I going to hold on to this money because I got these bills to pay, man? Okay. It says it's one of countless major American businesses that have picked up the pace of firing in 2022. Peloton has laid off thousands of employees this year. Twitter slashed 50% of its workforce. Even traditionally layoff resistant companies like Netflix have made cuts. And now companies that saw a pandemic era boom, like Shopify, are cutting hundreds of jobs. That's because, hey, people are able to go out a little bit more now, you know, so they going, the little money that they have, they might be going into the stores. They might not be using it online as much. But I will say, you know, 10 times out of 10, there's more people shopping online than in stores, man. OK, it says the reason broadly is twofold. Business growth is slowing while labor costs are increasing. The combination is causing American companies across a variety of industries to slash headcount, you know, and at the end of the day, that's just part of this place crumbling. OK, that's part of this place crumbling. Because like the Lord said, by injuries, dang, man, let me go grab that. Let me see. That's in Sirach. I always get it mixed up. Is it 10 and, yep. Call out YAHAWASHI. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8, it says, because unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So the Lord is just showing the world, all right, whether they believe it or not, that this is the end of this place. And that's why he said, my people be as pilgrims, you know. Like it tells you in Ecclesiastes, the grinders cease, you know, jobs becoming low. Like there's jobs hiring, of course, but hey, you get a job, you got to mess around and have 2 jobs, you know. Certain jobs don't want to pay what you need. So you're going to have 2 jobs, which means it's like less time. All right. Less time, you know, doing what we got to do, as well as keeping your mind right. You know, be all tired and stuff. Hey, but the scripture says it shall wear out the saints, man. OK. It says this is back in 2 Ezra 16 and 43. It says, he that soweth as if he should not reap, So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. And that's just pretty much the bigger sense of it. Now, of course, we're going to work because money is a defense in these times until till it's all done and said, till it's all said and done, man. All right. Doesn't mean, hey, I'm about to go sit on the couch or max out my credit card. And you know what I'm saying? No, we don't know exactly how long we got in this place, but definitely had that mindset of a pilgrim. All right. Definitely had that mindset of a pilgrim. OK, so I just want to grab this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 16:18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And this is what it is. These are the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of famines, the beginning of wars. That's why you got the wars and the rumors of wars. All right. It's not like you can't go to the store like as of now, but once them trucks stop bringing the food in, or the supply chain does get cut or does come to a halt and slow down. All right. And there is only 3 to 4 days of food in the grocery stores. It will get crazy. All right. Because, hey, especially dealing with them in America, because Americans are gluttonous. OK, they just want and want and want. All right. They constantly gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I believe I ain't gonna I don't know if it's a fact, but I know there's far as being obese, man, and having an unhealthy diet is definitely amongst Americans. It says, verse 19, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And that's what the Lord is, man. OK, I'm going to just double check that word amendment. This is the etymology, by the way. It says betterment, improvement, correction, reformation. All right. So that's what the Lord is doing. He's correcting this place. He's reforming it. All right. But he's doing it by destruction, by getting rid of the waste, getting rid of the chaff, getting rid of what's not needed. OK, and the ones that he has survived this Jacob's trouble and these evils in these end days, ultimately the elect of YAHAWAH, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're going to be they're going to be they're going to be the first fruits. All right. They're going to be the first fruits of the new governing world. OK. Esau thinks that he's going to fulfill his NWO, but it's not going to be so, man. So the Lord is showing bit by bit, all right, piece by piece, that this place is falling and this place is crumbling. All right. Hey, so with that, I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And Lord willing, you was edified, and Lord willing, we allowed to endure to the end. Shalom.